there guys, my name is Eggplant Red Rage. Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at my very first laptop, the Compaq Armada 1530 DM. This was my very first laptop that I ever had. I had another one before that, but I don't really count it as my, because I didn't really have a lot of fond memories with it. I don't even remember what the brand name of my actual first laptop. Well, we didn't have it really long. We threw it away because it wasn't working. But we have, but I considered this one my first laptop because it was actually the first functional laptop I ever had. This laptop was given to me by a teenager who his dad was a friend of my mom, and gave me this laptop. Actually, this exact model, not the exact model, because mine had the better screen. This one had the terrible ghosting one, the one that I bought on eBay. I have fond memories of using this. I had Windows 2000 on here. We had Windows 2000 on every computer that we had in the house when I was a kid, because Windows 2000 was the best Windows ever. And I will die on that hill and say that Windows 2000 was actually the best version of Windows. Windows XP was good too. It was built on the same build. Windows XP and Windows 2000 are both good version of Windows. But yeah, let's go back to the laptop. This is like I said, my very first laptop. Like I said, it was given to the teenage son of my mother's friend or cousin. I don't remember. I mean, he would come around and fix our computers when I was a kid, and he gave me this laptop. Now, I didn't do a whole lot of it because honestly it was very slow. It had a Pentium processor. I think I tried to play Quake 2 on it. I don't remember though. And the end of this my original Compaq, I took it apart because it just stopped working, and I was like, "Ooh, what's inside of this computer?" And I took it apart. But years later, I haven't forgot about this laptop, and last week I found this thing. I was looking for a ThinkPad, an old ThinkPad I can have for Windows 98 and Windows 98 app development, because I am a developer a little bit, and I was interested in trying to build a Windows 98 app. Well, I stumbled across an ad listing for this laptop right here that was in my province, and I was like, ooh, that was my original laptop. So I bought this in a heartbeat. And honestly, I've been using it for the last week. And it's actually better than I remember. Except this model is the one with this one was configured with the terrible screen. I'm not going to try to replace that, because finding parts for this, I couldn't even find a battery for it. Battery replacement. It didn't came with a battery, but I couldn't find a battery for it. But I've been using it as a DOS computer. Windows 98. I installed Windows 98 because I wanted to play DOS games on it, and it's been pretty good. I even tried to use it as my main computer, my main laptop. I took this to a bar, transferring files because I wanted to go drinking. I took this to a bar, and yeah, I spent the whole night playing Jackrabbit 2 on this. This is absolutely an amazing computer for DOS gaming, and Like I said, this computer is better than I expected for DOS. We're gonna take a look at it. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the Compaq 1530 DM. So let's take a look of the ports and stuff like that on the computer. So right here we have a serial port, parallel, VGA, some proprietary connector, I think. AC power adapter. Some model had like the USB ports, or I think you can get this configured with a USB port. Mine didn't have that. My original one had a USB port. PS2 fan. CD drive, volume control, mic input. No, this is headphone jack. This is headphone jack. Mic input. The battery goes right here. Floppy drive, and you could actually put a second battery there. I didn't know that. PCM CIA. I have a Compaq flash card right here. Modem. Shit. Sorry guys, my my tripod is actually the worst thing in the human existence. Let's open it up. Right here we have a trackpad, keyboard. The keyboard is very nice on here. I really like this keyboard. I think these are programmable keys. I don't have the software for it. Well, installed. Please let me know if those are programmer keys. Like you can program these or macro keys. Power button. Power button. There's two power buttons on here. I think this one is just to put it in standby, but they both do this one I think it's to turn off, and this one is to put it in standby. I don't fucking know. And the screen, the awful screen right here. And you can see me wearing my shorts. And the Pentium badge right here, and the TF screen. But we're gonna power on the Armada and show you why. Oh, that goddamn it! I hate this tripod so much. Well, I'm gonna show you why I like this laptop so much for DOS gaming. Alright, let's power it on. This never gets old when it does that. Windows 98. Added a custom wallpaper that I found on the internet. And there we go. So, one of the things I like to do with this computer is to listen to mod files. It opens the Compaq flashcards. No. There we go. Let's listen to one of my favorite mod files. It is Windows 98. I should have installed Windows 95, honestly. Windows 98 is kind of slow on here. Let me turn on the volume. Yeah, Windows 98 is so-so on here. But let's play some DOS games on here. So, of course, now with the screen being ghosty and stuff like that, it's actually not too bad. This is actually the better. I think this is TF. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is TFT screen. The ones that are ghosty, this is actually one of the better ones that I used. I had a Toshiba DOS laptop, and the screen was god-awful for gaming. This one is one of the better ones. It's not as ghosty, but it is pretty ghosty, if that makes sense. You install a... turn it down a little bit. Fortunately, Duke Nukem have this weird bug. I mean, the game sounds good, but the sound like repeats. I have to fix that. As you can see, this thing can play Duke Nukem 3D. Pretty well, actually. And we all know it's gonna run pretty well. Doom! The original. The classic. As you can see, I don't have the sound effects. But you install Classic Gaming Arena and you have yourself a LAN party with this thing. A DOS LAN party. So yeah, you could play pretty much any DOS game with this. And of course, if you want like a little bit more serious, if you want to be serious, like you want to be like a serious DOS guy, or I mean a serious businessman, you have New Deal Office or GeoWorks right here. You know, GeoWorks. You can do boring stuff like edit files. Do spreadsheet or and boring stuff like that. Yeah, let's draw something. Oh, this is not like alright. Here we go. We're gonna draw something immature. There we go. My fine abstract art. Yeah, DOS or GeoWorks or whatever it's called now. And it runs like a beast. It runs it like butter on GeoWorks, but GeoWorks can work on like the slowest DOS computer. Then there it is. So there you go. This is my first laptop. It is a DOS gaming beast. And I'm pretty useless today, but for playing DOS games and just playing DOS games, this thing is amazing, honestly. I just wish that it had the better screen with it, but I'm pretty happy with it. I paid like what, $100 for it, and it's worth it if you can find one that is working. Go ahead. They're fun to. You can have a lot of fun with an old laptop. Grab yourself an old laptop and have fun with it. Honestly, for me, when I use this laptop, it reminds me when I was younger, when I was a kid, and I didn't have bills to pay and everything like that. So that's why I bought it. It was my first laptop. Let's start it off. And do the outro. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you guys see you guys in the next one. Peace.